What is going on, guys? It is finally time, and thank you guys so much for the patience. We have finally bought a brand new hard drive, so the computer is now working fine. There's no issues. It doesn't need any special winky dinky hooky dookie shit. So the video should come regularly again, thankfully. I know some of you guys are gonna be like, no, you lying sack of shit. So yes, the video should be coming regularly now. Free room removals here. There's a dev note and a bunch of shit that I'm probably not going to cover because fuck all that stuff. What I do want to keep covering is the story of this game, and more specifically, we're going to be going into the shadow of Ravenwing Manor, which is going to be plastic surgery, the character, Haste, and Yuna, it seems like. So that's where we're going to be going. Without further ado, Skinner-rinky dinky do, we're going to be going into this story. So let's read the lovely little excerpt and get busy, baby, yeah. Whispers of ghosts keep anyone from approaching Salayu, deserted Ravenwing Manor. That doesn't stop Cyrilla and a few other brave souls from entering, but it is not long before its secrets begin to reveal themselves. They also have a little movie here. Let's watch the little movie. That's crazy. Her tits like pop up first. Oh, look at Cece. Luna. Oh, this is getting deep. That's like deep. Like what are we gonna get some backstory of Cece and Luna here? That'd be really good. So let's see what we're gonna get into. Have you heard of the legend of the gate to the underworld? They say that on the last day of October, the gate opens and strange people stagger out. They hide in the shadows, waiting for people to pass by and devour them alive. It's actually better during the day, once night falls. Okay. I respect it. Now, I don't actually remember what Cirilla is. If she's like a bounty hunter or something like that. I have no idea what they would request her to go find ghosts and get rid of them. That just sounds stupid. Whatever. He's bought the mansion and he wants to check if there's ghosts. That doesn't even sound like what? Though, if I remember in the Merchants Guild side story, this guy is a terrible guy, if I remember correctly. Thankfully, I met someone who would do anything for money. I guess that's Cyrilla. Well, I would usually reject a request from a merchant with such a bad reputation. Yeah, exactly. But since I'm kind of desperate, yeah, he has a really. I think he does slavery. I'm pretty sure he's one of the ones that does slavery. Like he enslaved the Suin, or I think that's what their name is, pretty much with Cartuja and all the animal-like characters, all of them. I think he's traded them like trafficking. What a terrible guy. Anyway, let's talk him on. What's your offer? Oh, we don't get to know how much it is. All right, then I'll take your request. If you give me 1.5 times the amount you just offered. Why not just 2? Just double. So much easier to say. All right, so John Man agrees to pay whatever amount that she's supposed to get. Sure, I'll give you as much as you want. That is, if you make it back alive to take it. So he's probably more aware of the super rumors that she should pretty much die. I guess he's hoping they like suicide with each other. I don't know. It's kind of stupid. So if he has a mansion and he wants to sell it and put it back on the market, she's going there to get rid of whatever's there. If she dies, that means whatever's there is still there. Like I don't understand that. What kind of objective is that? That's really fucking stupid. Oh, I don't write these, I promise. Yuna is waiting, so she asks Yuna. Well, this is a surprise. I thought you prefer working alone, so you don't have to split the money. Well, Yuna isn't interested in money. I told her about this haunted house, and then she volunteered to come so she can. Yeah, she just wants research, so that's perfect. All right, so they see a person that's in the distance, and they realize it's actually Cecilia. Why? Why is Cece here? Only Yuna is supposed to be here to meet her. Communication between Retania, I think. Is it Retania or Retina? Whatever, and Eureka have been blocked by the magical barrier for so long. Probably, if that's the case, she's dangerous in a different kind of way. I wonder what happened. May I ask you a question now? I heard that there's an abandoned manor nearby, but I can't find it. Do you happen to know where it is? Why are you here? Of course I do. Go straight in the direction and you'll find it. Alright, thanks for your I'll excuse myself. Enters in the opposite direction. Why did you lie to her? Because it's too dangerous. What if she goes there alone and something horrible happens? All I hear is excuses. You just wanted to keep the request here for yourself. Yeah, there we go. This is cool animation though. I like that they did that. It's pretty clean. Do you know what's even scarier than a haunted mansion? When your bills are due, but your savings account is empty and you're unemployed. Facts. Facts. Alright, so now Yuna has finally arrived, but she is with Cece. It looks like when she told her to go to the opposite direction, she probably went to the opposite direction and found Yuna, and now they're with her. Oh, now you guys spoiled for lying. This is why you don't lie to people. Lying's a waste of time. The truth will always be revealed. They're coming this way. They're coming, they're coming. We said coming like 3 times. Cackling. Okay. It's like the ghosts are talking, I guess, because they're approaching the manor. Let's see it. Alright, so let's get to the backstory. Yuna's here for research. She's here for money. Why are you here? I'm here to find a way to return to my home. Now, that's kind of synonymous also kind of with Charlotte's thing. Like, she kind of just wants to return home. So Luna eventually is going to get in the mix of this. It's kind of interesting when Luna's going to come back. I never tell lies or speak empty words. Woo! I like it. As I wandered the entire continent trying to find a way home, I saw a merchant in Severa selling a dragon scale. And that, I was absolutely certain, was from a dragon that is only found in Wittenberg. I asked the merchant where he got the scale. He said he picked it up here near the manor. So I thought if I figured out how the dragon ended up here, maybe I could find a way. That's probably the guy just lying to have her go fight the things. No, you can't keep them for yourself. Those are important clues to finding my home. If you steal them out of greed, I will never forgive you. What if I refuse? I mean, those scales don't belong to you in the first place. First come, first serve. Of course, they're not mine, but... Ah, I see. You were going to collect all the scales and sell them yourselves using this story about Wittenberg to trick me. Uh-oh, we got some fight going on here. Well, look at her eyes so big. That's a dragon scale. Is her eyes always been that big? That looks ridiculous. So now it's like they hear crying, and then also she sees dragon scales in the garden. So this is where the path probably splits. And now Yuna is pretty much us, and it's like, oh, which one should we go to? So both of these are like locked, and eventually we have to go through them all because, you know, Epic 7 side story. So let's go up. So this is like a whole thing. So like going this way, we're following Cerilla's line, I guess, and then I'll come back and we'll do this is Cece's line all the way over here. They all seem to meet back up at number 12 though. Oh, we're starting to pick up a faint whiff of mana. Okay. So what they're talking about is that Cirilla is saying that the mana that she sensed was probably because maybe there was someone that kept a magic stone or is forcibly putting like magic into this place, maybe to cause illusions to like obscure people's vision, and it would be someone constantly either coming back to refill it to keep that illusion constantly there, or it's from people that like just bought something very expensive. Because of the size of this place, it would take someone that's, you know, it would take a lot of money to do that. So they're just trying to figure out if there's someone trying to keep people away from the mansion, or are they doing something here at the mansion, which is most likely the latter. They're doing something here at the mansion. So Yuna and them get a little bit scared by the noises that they're hearing, so she calls in Kazran. Chatty also mentioned something like this, is that he used to be a human. I had no idea about that, and I guess he got turned into her lantern. So that's very interesting. It seems that now Kazran said he saw a silhouette of someone carrying a scythe, and since we've seen the actual screen, we know that Haste is somewhat involved into this, so they'll probably run into Haste pretty soon. Yuna just think it's the Grim Reaper. So they're pretty much asking Haste, well, we were hearing a bunch of noises, was that you that we heard? And he's like, no, I'm like a ninja, I don't make noise, brother. Well, sisters in this case. The Banshees caught them, looks like someone's going to die today. And even if they're lucky enough to survive, well, it's none of my business. Girls, I'm here. Right next to you. Oh my, so what is this, Requiem Roar, I think her name is? So that's what he was talking about, the Banshees. So the Banshees are actually here. There's nothing I love more than seeing that horrified looks on people's faces. That's my favorite game to play. The famed ghost that appears in the manor. Ghost. That's just what intruders call me, the nerve. They even act like they own this place. I couldn't let them stay in our house, so I scared them off. Hee. It was such fun to watch them run for their dear lives. So maybe this is the story of the 3-star fodder? Alright, so while looking for Requiem Roar, they went into the library. They figured they can find some books that might be able to tell them what's happening in the manor. So this is one of the entries that they found in a diary when they were looking in the library. XX/XS. One of my eldest daughter's teeth fell out today. I told her the tooth fairy would give her a present if she placed it under her pillow, and she burst into tears, saying she doesn't want the fairy to take her teeth. It took quite some time to soothe her. My fourth daughter won a singing contest. She's just as good at singing as her late mother. She would have been so proud. I myself was unaware of it, but my youngest daughter noticed I looked sad and started sticking close to me, which broke my heart further. I must stay strong for my children. They are the only hope I have left in this world. A deadly plague has been spreading Solaiu. I worry that the servants may transfer disease to my daughters, so I dismissed everyone but my butler, Tarnasi, and a handful of others. Fuck that name. There's nothing special about this doctor. She just said that there was like a disease that like swept out and stuff like that. Are you kidding me? Alright, so Cyrilla is like running over to Yuna to say, hey, come look at this handrail. And like, oh, why don't you look down there? There's something really interesting to see. And then it's like, well, no, I can't see anything. And it's like, oh, lean a little bit further. And it's like she's trying to push her off the rail or something. She's trying to kill Yuna. Kazran stops it. What do you think you're doing? I wanted to show her something, so I was helping her, trying to lift her up. Don't lie to me. You tried to push her over the rail. What? You tried to push me? You wanted to get rid of me and take Kazran, didn't you? I wonder what you're talking about. Why would I want that guy? You don't want him? Yeah, that's not Cyrilla. You're supposed to notice that before she tries to push you over to hammer and kill you. So now we're fighting fake Cyrilla? Alright, so what's weird is that Cyrilla says that she found something, so like, okay, so it was just her masquerading as Cyrilla. Pretty with my sister, which is probably like Gloomy Rain or something. And then Cyrilla walks up right afterwards. Now they gotta find out if it's really her. If you were rich, what would you do with the money? You know the answer. I'd buy a fancy man, throw a party every day, so it would be full of handsome guys. And they're like, now they know it's her. The day of death approaches, the day when the gate to the underworld opens. The dead emerge from the darkness, wandering the streets, hunting for prey, while the living give up on their lives, seduced by a fleeting temptation. Only a void remains, nothing but a void. So she found a book of dark magic, a book that summons undead to make a wish come true. And I'm only guessing, but I think the previous owner of this manor might have summoned a ghost to make their wish come true. So that's why the other story was relevant. It lets you know that the person found a book to summon the dead back to life, and it's because his wife died, and he probably tried to bring the mother back for his kids. Or maybe the sickness ended up affecting his daughters, and then he tried to get his daughters back. Either or. Now it's coming like this might be one of the little sisters, and then Misty Chain might be the other sister, because he said he had 2 daughters, so maybe it's just these 2. Exactly, because she's saying this is our house, so they're very likely the daughters, and they got turned into homunculus. And because I remember in the main story when Sigaret was created as a homunculus, that her whole objective was to like hold down the will of the king or whatever like that, which was, you know, she was a remake of the wife. So these must be remakes of the daughters. So they're not necessarily ghosts, they're just homunculus that are, we know they're homunculus, they keep thinking that they're ghosts. Try to force us out, we'll get rid of you first. No more pranks, it's time to get serious. Vacant-eyed ghost, and this is a banshee. They asked how many ghosts are in this place. Good question. As many as the people who died here? There's about to be 2 more actually. Oh, bars. Oh no. I think they just got put in the Sikioni. And now it's like she's like stuck in a loop. Ah, that's why. So Yuna knows that they're not stuck, you know, they're stuck in a loop because they're immune to that magic. So they seem to have forgotten everything that happened after entering the manor. It seems that this magic is triggered when a certain condition is met. I have no idea. If we don't want to go through the same thing over and over again, we should either just go back or find the cause and solve it. How intriguing. I want to explore the manor more. I'll follow Cecilia this time. Let's figure out the secret behind this manor and what triggers this magic. So interesting. They actually figured in. So we can't go to 12, right? We can't go to 12 because now we need to go through Cecilia Side, which is going to be the split from here. And then go through Cecilia Side to see what happened on her end, to see how she also got reset. Because at the same time, at both these stage 11s, they get reset. And that's gonna keep happening until we figure it out. So that's pretty cool. It's a really cool way to actually make sense of why you have to take the other path. They reset. Oh, that's actually really good. Yeah, see, these are the eyes I'm used to, not those big ass eyes when her like popping out. So now we're hearing about Luna. Oh, she's someone who used to help me out a lot when I was back in Wittenberg. She was my mother's comrade and a teacher, sister, and a peer to me. Come to think of it, you're just as sweet as Luna. Oh, that's not the Luna we know. Alright, so we get some little backstory. Some dragon knights, including myself, ventured into the valley where the dragons live in order to stop the evil dragon Ragnar. But while fighting, I heard a young girl's voice in the distance. Wait, no! And when I turned back toward the voice, I was pushed. I found myself falling from the cliff and into a stormy valley. The next thing I knew, I woke up here in Britannia. And we know that it's Luna that did that. I must have gotten caught in a storm and blown away all the way here, right? Actually, I think you may have been teleported via a chaos gate. According to Search House, chaos gates are rifts that occur in unspecified places. And through the shifts, strange creatures that don't exist in Britannia appear. If those creatures are able to come through the gates, I'm sure there's a way back for me too. Sir Charles suggested that I find a way back through these chaos gates, so I've been tracking that dragon for a long time in the hopes it would lead me to a chaos gate that could take me home. I cannot just give up on this lead when I'm so close. By the way, you said someone pushed you from the cliff. I assume then that someone in Wittenberg intends to harm you. Did you see their face by chance? No, it can't be. Because I was falling, I couldn't see the face, which she does. I must return as soon as possible to figure out who it was. I hope it wasn't her. It's Luna. It's Luna, and then when she finds out it's Luna, she turns into like fallen Cece. So we need to see if that's what's gonna happen. So they've been here. Catherine's been able to hear someone singing. Una and Cece can't hear it. So let me try to interpret these lyrics. In a manor deep in the forest lived a father with 5 daughters like treasures. Those are homunculus. One day these treasures went missing. One by one they all disappeared. Alas, where did they go? Where did they go? Now I do hear someone singing. I do too, but the lyrics, aren't they a little weird? They don't sound like an ordinary kid song. If that's the ghost rumored to appear in the mansion. Oh, he had 5 daughters. Did I miss that before? Once the father was alone in the manor, his daughters returned to his side. Oh no. With their light lost, hearts covered in frost, alas, where did they come from? Where did they come from? At last the father and servants disappeared, only the sisters 5 remained, trapped in an empty manor. I don't even think that rhymed. Like, what a crappy song. And here we have Gloomy Rain. So Una and Cece has found her, and she's scared of us for some reason. She thinks we're gonna dissect her, which is ugh. Alright, so she tells her that the scale that Cece found was originally in the attic. And Pearl? Who the hell is Pearl? Could you show us how to get there? I'm afraid I can't. I don't know why, but we can't go there anymore. But Pearl might know how because she's very smart. She also likes to play with dolls. I'm sure she'll tell you if she realizes you're not here to hurt us. Now that you mention it, how did you become a ghost? You're so young. What happened? I don't know. One day I was really sick, and then the next thing I knew, my body was like this. Rose said our dad left us because we're different now. Do you think it's true? He was a very nice person though. So when she said Pearl and Rose, I guess that's gonna be these are their actual names, like IRL, and then we know them in their different names when they're dead. Now there's Requiem Roar, there's Misty Chain and stuff like that. I don't remember all their names, but I guess now they became homunculus though? These are homunculus. We know that they're homunculus, they're in the game. And we know through what other thing they're saying that the dad disappeared is because he probably sacrificed his life so they can become homunculus. It'd be sad if he abandoned us. Why don't you look for him and you'll never know until you hear the answer for yourselves? Doesn't that bother you? We can't leave this manor. That's the only reason why we're here. But people keep trying to force us out. And that's why I'm scared of humans, although my sisters don't seem to be afraid. That's because they killed them. It sounds like you've been threatened by many people. I wonder why you look so frightened. Now I understand. But I think you're different, sweet and kind, unlike the others. No one ever listened to me. They only tried to kick us out. Which is the same thing with when we did Cyrilla's, why they were so hostile, because Cyrilla's like, no, I have to get you out. I need the money. Meanwhile, Cece, they can care less. You know, they're just here to find out some mysteries and stuff. They don't need to kick them out of the house. The manor echoes with the cries of 5 sisters. The oldest dreams of revenge. The second screams in anguish, betrayed by the cruelty of reality. The third buries her true feelings deep within. The fourth sings a lonely song. The fifth tries desperately to escape from the truth. After a long time, tears dry and the manor echoes with absence. And her name is Rain. So like all their names are part of their names. So when we saw Requiem Roar, her name might have been Roar or Requiem. Her name is Pearl Horizon, I think I saw. This is Gloomy Rain, so her name is Rain. So all of them have like parts of their names, which is kind of cool. So where are the dolls? I don't see any of the dolls in this room. What do you mean? We have 3 right here. Oh no. Okay, let's make some new dolls. Oh man, and new dolls means that they already have old dolls. Ugh. Uh-oh. Those were the free-to-play players. I'm going to break every one of your joints. Oh, I'm so excited. And there we go. We beat them up, and of course, we get sent back to the thing just like that, because that was the stage 11. I have to click again. So the sound is coming from over here, huh? Let's go. I saw there were more scales, so we're back in it again. So I assume the moment we pose a threat to them, we sent... So before when they thought they could beat us, then, you know, they were all fine. But as soon as they realize that they're losing, they're like, ah, screw that. Just send them back in the loop. You know, before we go inside, I have something to tell you. It's hard to believe that we've already been inside. I can't imagine why Yuna of all people would ever lie to us. So she tells them they believe it. I haven't told anyone about Luna since I came to this continent. And yet Yuna knows about her. I think it's safe to believe that she's telling the truth. And if we split up here, it will only lead to the same result. I won't ask you to turn back, but if we want more information, we must work together. And now we see Carmen Rose. Alright, so now she's approached us saying that she wants to give us some information. She needs a favor. And we're like, well, we might as well listen to her because we have absolutely 0 leads. So let's see what she has to say. We've been locked up in this manor for a long time, deprived of even the freedom to die. Although some of my sisters seem to think that curse is actually a blessing, but I hate this manor and the person who locked us in here. So I want to leave this place to seek revenge. Now that you mention it, that adorable host didn't tell us she can't leave. Correct, unless the spell is broken, we wouldn't be able to leave this manor even if we wanted to. Usually these sorts of spells are really tricky to dispel unless you know the exact condition that the caster set. But since I'm a genius, I think I can handle this. Just bring me to the room where the magic stone is. You seem really nervous about being caught by your sisters. Is there a reason why you're avoiding them? Because they don't want me to seek revenge. Unlike me, the others already gave everything up a long time ago. Their only joy is playing pranks on the brave souls that enter this manor. Really, how could they give up on revenge so easily? If it was me locked up in this manor forever, I would never forgive the person who did it to me, because it's their dad. I understand why they made a decision, because the person who locked us in here is our father. Exactly. Okay. Thank God. Alright, so that's coming in 5 days. So I was like freaking out thinking that, oh my God, this is taking so long. So that was all of that was literally just all this stuff. That's so much content that I have to edit. And but we've been taking a break. So shut up, Kendall. Shut up, Cash. It's time to get work. It's been like 2 weeks since we've been in a consistent spot to actually do anything. So far what we have obtained is that Cirilla was sent here to flush out the ghost so he can sell the mansion. Cece was sent here because she found a dragon scale, and realized that she can now possibly go and find the cause of it. Yada yada yada, and she's hoping that it's gonna find a chaos gate in this place, or a lead to a chaos gate, so she can return home to confirm who pushed her down the valley or whatever. Yuna is here because Cirilla asked her to come, and that is where we pretty much are right now. They figured out that they have to avoid the ghosts because they're just gonna keep resetting them. And now once we go into this path, we will find out, can they actually leave this mansion? Can we get the homunculus out? Now they are homunculus. Like, if you go right here in the journal, the land of death, you will see all of them. Carmen Rose, Misty Chain, Pearl Horizon, Gloomy Rain, and Requiem Roar. So these are the 5 daughters. So it's really strange. I don't know if they actually have a banshee form from a corrupted soul, reminiscent of the shriveled rose petals the day after a festival. Like, they were on the same level as Ravi. Ravi is a homunculus. Ravi was once a quiet girl living in a countryside until she fell into a victim of the homunculus experiments and became a wraith. So Banshee maybe is just a form of a homunculus, so I'm assuming that's what happened. He made an experiment and then he turned his 5 daughters into banshees. So whatever it is, that seems to be the story so far. So we have to see how or why he did that. I guess maybe to preserve their life because they all got sick by the disease. Either or, thank you guys so much for taking and being patient with me while I try to figure out my computer issues. And now we're all caught up on the computer issues. Next video you guys are going to see is that I'm going to do a really quick artifact review on Chatty. We're gonna go over Chatty, what makes Chatty good, what mages would be really good with Chatty, and I hope that you guys enjoyed that. But anyway, you guys already know the deal. Every day at the casino is your lucky day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.